Hello and welcome to Goldacre Estates here in Fuerteventura. Today I'm really pleased to present to you a very special edition of HomeInFuerteventura.tv, where we follow the journey of our clients Andrea and Gavin as we help them find their dream home here in Corralejo. We really hope that if you're looking for a property to buy as a holiday home or somewhere to come and live, that this episode is going to be key to helping you make some fundamental decisions. When it comes to the mechanics of actually buying a property here in terms of tax numbers, mortgages, bank accounts and lawyers, you'll see that Goldacre Estates actually helps you all the way through from start to finish and beyond. We're always around should you have any questions. Sit back, relax, enjoy the program and watch how Alexander Goldacre really helps to show Andrea and Gavin all the different areas here in Fuerteventura before they make their buying decision. We look forward to seeing you soon in Fuerteventura.
Meet Andrea and Gavin from County Kildare in Ireland, who are looking for a holiday home in Fuerteventura. They'd like their own retreat to enjoy with their 2 children and share all year round with their extended family. They're particularly fond of 2 of the main resorts, Corralejo and Caleta de Fusta, having holidayed in both areas recently. The family have invited HomeInFuerteventura.tv along for their adventure in finding their perfect property abroad, which begins with the children in safe hands at home, while Mum and Dad start their search in Corralejo.
Andrea and Gav, pleasure to have you here on Fuerteventura. You've obviously fallen in love with the place. Is there anything in particular that you fell in love with?
For me, straight away, it was the strip.
Yeah.
It's the strip of that. We walked down the strip, I was like, wow, I was not expecting this.
All the bars, restaurants, shops, anything you're looking for, it's there. We still plan to live and work in Ireland. The plan is our kids will still go to school in Ireland and hopefully during midterms, summers, anytime we can get over, we plan to come over and spend over here.
The nature of your work, is it like something that you can do remotely?
I can work remotely, yeah.
I could probably work remotely and that's what I'd be aiming to do. It's what I've been doing since COVID.
COVID has brought along this whole new working scheme. Everybody does things different now.
If you come over here and you get comfortable in a house, you might think, do you know what, let's just move over here.
I don't know if I could do it. We've so much family. I doubt it, but the plan was to always retire to the sun.
Have you kind of got your heart set on a particular area?
Before we came over, we looked at Mirador de las Dunas. We're not set to that place, but it is probably our preference, and we have a feeling it's going to be the place that we fall in love with.
Andrea and Gavin have budgeted around €140,000. But will it be enough to tick everything on the wish list for their 20-strong family? Let's see how far their €140,000 budget might go as they visit Goldacre Estates in Corralejo to begin their search.
Hi, we have an appointment with Alex today.
Yeah, hi, welcome. Rother parties. Correct?
Yes, that's it, yes.
Take a seat over.
Thank you so much.
Hi guys, how you doing? You all right? Nice to see you. Before we get started chatting here, I'll show you the office. Yeah? I'll take you downstairs. This is the pretty part of the office, and then the actual work happens downstairs, you see? So this is where the main administration team works. So you've got Anna, she's our head of administration. She's got all the hard work to do, you see. Our stuff is really fun. And then we've got customer services at the back there. There's Elaine, who you've been speaking to, yeah? And then the boss sits there in his office, so yeah. Right, so ideally we're looking at 2 bedrooms, yeah?
At least.
Okay.
We would love a 3-bed.
Okay.
Because we have seen the Mirador de las Dunas,
Yeah.
and we kind of fell in love with them on paper.
Okay.
So we know what we can get there for the price that they are. So because we know what we can get there, we're comparing everything we see to that.
Lovely. Makes my job really nice and easy, you know? What are your must-haves?
Preferably a communal pool close by to like bars and restaurants and walking distance. It doesn't have to be, you know, 5-10 minutes to a town, but it has to be close enough to a few shops, bars, restaurants.
What is walking distance for you guys? Because for me, it's like, you know, from here to the car.
Preferably a nearest town within 30 minutes walking, but 5 minutes in a taxi.
How quick do you guys walk?
I walk faster than she does.
With Mirador, it's about walking distance to the main town. We're probably looking at, you know, around about 40 minutes, I would say. Yeah. But of course, in that area, you've got a couple of little bars, restaurants up there. Are you afraid of doing any work in terms of doing the property up or anything like that?
Depends on how much it is.
I don't want to have to do any outside work. So, like ideally, we would love a ground floor apartment or a rooftop terrace.
Yeah.
I don't particularly want a ground floor apartment that I have to start getting patio in and everything like that. So if it's a ground floor, I'd like the patio done. If it's rooftop, you know, to be able to walk in and put down patio furniture and that.
All right, cool. All right. Well, with Mirador, there is one ground floor available. Okay. Just to be kind of upfront, it's not the best. Okay. Right. Basically, it's one of the last units that's there ground floor wise. I did speak to the bank today. There are a couple more coming up, so I've asked her to send me the numbers.
Ground floor or?
Ground floor. Okay. Yeah. All the top floor ones have gone. Like,
and we can't see them opening up?
I don't think so. I did ask her. She said no, you know. There are 3 more ground floors coming up. We probably won't be able to physically have a look inside those tomorrow, so we'll probably have to make another appointment to do that. Okay. But the one that is available, we can have a look inside, okay? Does need a lot of work.
But even from that, we can get an idea.
Yeah. So exactly, you know. And then after that, then you've just got the mid-floor ones, you know, which unfortunately haven't got the outside space. Yeah.
We'd still have a look at them.
Yeah.
We'd consider them, yeah.
So what I was thinking of doing is actually kind of picking one of each type. Yeah. It's ground floor, mid-floor, and if you wanted to have a look at them, one of the linked houses.
The duplex.
Yeah.
The 3-bed as well.
The 3-bed, it's got a garden and it's got a roof terrace, so it gives you both there, you know. But it's a little bit more expensive. It's 148,000.
Well, we said we would stretch the budget if we found, the only reason I would stretch a budget if it's 3-bed and it has the rooftop terrace. Yeah. They're the only reasons I would stretch the budget. It has to tick both of them boxes if I'm going to stretch the budget.
And then obviously the amount of work on top of that.
What we normally do is we'll go up there once, have a look at the 3 different types, and then if you like one particular type, if there's more of that type, then we'll go there again and actually have a look at each individual unit, you know, because some are better than others, to be honest with you. I've printed off some things that I've tried to keep to that 140,000 mark, just to see what we can get for that. They are in different areas as well.
As long as it has the boxes that we're looking to tick, which is the bars and restaurants close by, the communal pool, we're open to it. We would like to stay away from, like, is there areas in Fuerteventura that are like lower temperatures or extra windy? Okay. So areas like that we'd prefer to stay away from because we'd like to be able to come over any time during the year and be able to enjoy it. So I'm not entirely sure about what areas they are.
There's not many of them, to be honest with you. There's not many like chilly areas here. I mean, you will get a difference in temperature, for example, from here in Corralejo going up to Villaverde or La Oliva. It's about 3 degrees difference. Yeah, so if it's 25 here, it's 22 up the road. So still not bad. Yeah,
but I prefer the 25.
No, for sure, definitely. The thing at the moment is what we're finding is that there's a lot of sales going on, and property-wise, there's not loads of owners that are putting the property for sale, There's a few. I think a lot of people are waiting to see what the market's doing and everything like that. Obviously, this is one of the duplexes in Mirador de las Dunas. Yeah. That could suit really well.
Yeah, I'm seeing that. I like that, yeah.
For expectation-wise, the banks aren't taking offers. And it's only because that they're selling so much. It's kind of like, early doors, you might get a couple of grand off here, a couple of grand off there, but now they're just like, literally, I mean, Monica sold about 4 of these last month amongst all other things, We'll put the good pile there and the not so good pile over there. Okay. Right. This is obviously the full availability of Mirador de las Dunas as of today.
Brilliant. It may change tomorrow.
Exactly. This was a different option. Costa Antigua. Have you been there before?
No.
Okay. Obviously, just straight away on paper, you can see value for money is really, really good. Yeah. It's got a large communal pool there. You actually get sea views from inside the property as well. It doesn't have a roof terrace, but it's got a balcony and a main terrace. Yeah, and from the terrace you can see the sea.
Yeah, I'd be interested in viewing that.
Yeah,
yeah.
Because that for me, it's really good value for money. You know, it's you can still fit a sofa bed in the lounge area as well. So, and of course, literally, just downstairs you have restaurants, bars, everything like that as well. You know, the area, obviously close to Caleta. You know, it's not too far from Caleta from that point of view. I think it's like one stop in the bus, and you know, driving wise, you're 5 minutes if that, and you can walk along like a coastal path from Costantigua to Caleta. That was another option I was thinking about.
Yeah, I'd have a look. Yeah, I'd look at it.
It's a bit tight for what we're looking at, but I mean, the fact that it's got 2 bedrooms and
it looks nice and it's a good price.
It's a good price.
Yeah, I'd have a look at it. Yeah.
Okay, perfect. I'm just going to move that straight over there. No, again, I mean, La Oliva, you know, I was thinking La Oliva, a bit more country. It's got amenities, walking distance, but no communal pool, anything like that.
It's a big thing. We've 2 young kids, so the pool is a must for us.
I've seen this. I like this Arrigo Mari. I've seen your video on this one. I liked it. Yeah. Value for money. It's best item.
For sure, it is. It really is. No, I mean, for the space you get, I mean, they are really good value for money. Again, comes down to location, you know. It's nice for the kids because you've got a water park there, you know. You have to pay as you go with that water park. How old are the kids, by the way?
9-year-old and 6-year-old.
Okay, so still water park friendly then. Good. If you don't mind being a little bit further out.
Is there like shops, bars, restaurants within walking distance?
No.
Yeah, it's right out there. It's
a
drive to anywhere to the nearest town. And it's a small fishing village, isn't it? That's the closest thing around.
Exactly. You've got basically on site there, you have supermarket, a mini market to be fair. There is a bar as part of the hotel, which you can use, you know. There's a restaurant part of the hotel, which you can use as well. Again, just paying as you're using it. The closest village you've got, really, except for Macanicho, is Lajares. And Lajares is probably a good 7 minutes in the car.
It's not too bad.
4 to 5 kilometres, I think, to get to the top of Lajares. That's not to get into the centre of Lajares, you know. So walking distance, it's a long walk. You know, for me, I'd probably say you're probably a good hour and a half walk.
This may be the one, but then when I looked into it, I was like, oh, the area is just a bit too out there. And
with Arrigo Mari, it's always that you would need a car, 100%.
Yeah. As much as it looks fantastic.
Yeah, it is.
I don't think the location would be.
They have the duty.
Yeah, I know. If we could just put this in like Corralejo, we'd be sorted.
Absolutely, you know. So we get that a lot, obviously. So the closest thing you'll find is probably this Pueblo Canario in part of that area called Tamaragua, but price-wise, you're up at then 230,000 euros, you know. So it's a big difference, you know. That's why they are the price they are, you know. That's okay. Don't worry.
And it's such a pity because it was great, but it was just
too far. No. I mean, that's fine. I mean, that's the whole point of today. You know, we start to whittle down things, you know, and then, you know, it just gives us more of a clearer view, you know, at the end of the day. We can use this as scrap paper. When you're looking at buying, I mean, you guys aware of the costs and everything like that on top?
We were kind of told to budget for an extra 10% of costs. Yeah.
Tops, you know, if you're not getting a mortgage, 10% is tops. You know, if you're getting a mortgage, it's a little bit more, you know, but the main things to think about is the purchase tax, so equivalent of stamp duty back home, that's 6.5%. That's like the bulk of the extra costs on top. And then everything after that would be lawyers' fees, registration fees, notary fees. If you did decide on a property, all of this we do for you as well. You know, we can introduce the lawyers, we can help you open a bank account. You know, I'm sure Elaine's told you a million times already, you know.
She was great. Elaine was great in fairness when we spoke to her. She was great.
Yeah, she was good. Yeah. We literally look after you every single step of the way.
And apart from the 10% cost, then is like, and then you have obviously your maintenance fees or your property fees. Is there any other kind of fees like that you'd be looking at on a monthly basis? Like
electricity and water is you know, community, like you said, and then, you know, your insurance is going to come out once a year, so buildings and contents insurance, and your equivalent of council tax, the equivalent of council tax, you know, again, for something like this, I mean, off the top of my head, is probably going to be about 400 euros a year, if that, you know, so it's not bad.
It's something we wouldn't have been aware of, though, so it's good to know.
They can put you on direct debit and it just kind of comes out without you knowing. Just to make sure there's enough money in the bank, you know.
Grand. So it's your normal fees that you'd have at home on a property.
Not much difference over here, except you're in the sun, you know. And
Perfect. And if the likes of a volcano erupting, if it happened to happen, do you know if the insurance covers that over here, or is this?
I've got to be honest, I don't think it does.
No, I don't think so either. It would be our luck that something like that would happen.
Okay, well, what we'll do is we'll send you to the south, because I live in the north, right? So we have had people, you know, kind of say, oh, we're not sure whether to come out. I'm like, La Palma's 560 kilometres away, you know, it's quite a distance, you know. But yeah, we've not had any rumblings or anything over here. So yes, I mean, really, you know, other than that, obviously you've got a little pack here, a map there. We've got a little guide to buying for you. Again, just pretty much in black and white, just talks about what we've spoken about, costs and everything like that. Team sheet, who we are, who to expect, and then generally what happens next, you know, after deciding on the property. You know, next steps and everything like that from that point of view. Yeah? Yeah. All right. So, yeah, so really, from what you guys were saying, I mean, Mirador is going to be probably the place, in my opinion. The difference between 135 and 148 and a half, you do get a lot more with the houses, you know. Not to push you guys up. And these are, I mean, they're awesome value for money. They really are awesome value for money. You know, you get yourself a 3-bedroom house, in effect, you know, for under 150,000 euros, you know, which isn't bad at all, really. Bank repossessions are always the same, you know. And that's why I said, you know, we'll if you did decide on one of those, then we'll look at all the availability.
So what is the plan for tomorrow?
So if I pick you up at 10:30, is that okay?
Yeah, that's perfect.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if I pick you up at 10:30, what we'll do is we'll head down to Costa Antigua. Yeah. Have a look at that. It's going to take us about 40 minutes at the most to get there, yeah, and then we'll make our way back up and have a look at this.
Or even somewhere around Caleta as well, if there's possibly anything there.
So kind of central to Caleta, we would have to drop to kind of a 1-bedroom. Okay. You know, that's the problem. Up on the mountain.
We don't want to be up on a mountain.
That's the thing.
There's no point in even finishing this sentence.
Because you can get up Chipmunk Mountain and you can be about halfway, which is still nice and easy, you know, up and down. But yeah, the ones at the top, again, ideally you need a car, really, just to go up and down. Yeah. I mean, questions? Anything?
No, I think we've kind of covered everything there. We're just kind of
ready to rock for tomorrow. That's it. In here, you've got my mobile number as well. So even overnight, if you think of anything, any questions, just fire over on WhatsApp.
That's great. Thanks so much for your help, Alex. Really appreciate it. Thank you.
I'll see you tomorrow.
See you tomorrow. Thanks.
So Andrea and Gav, your mission starts tomorrow morning in Costa Antigua, which is pretty close to where we live in Caleta de Fusta. You've been there on holiday before, haven't you?
And it's lovely. We asked about that as an option, but on our price range, you're looking at only a 1-bed apartment.
You've got the path that links Caleta de Fusta and Costa Antigua along the sea with benches, and it's like a nice, it's a good walk. That. So I don't know. Did you do that path at all when you came out here?
The whole family, just 21 of us came out here. So it was crazy. So
it wasn't really much of a holiday then, was it?
It was for the kids. There was a lot that was vetoed because it just wasn't reaching the expectations that we have with the communal pool, the walking distance to restaurants. So Mirador de los Tunas is probably the one place that is ticking all the boxes.
It'll be interesting to see your reactions to different places. So great to see you both. Looking forward to seeing you early tomorrow morning in our neck of the woods down Costa Antigua way. It's lovely to meet you both. You take care and have a great evening.
We will. Thanks so much. Thank you.
So Alex, looks like a good start there.
Yeah, absolutely. Great people, you know. Ran through, obviously, quite a few options. We ended up with only a couple.
But that's your job, isn't it?
It's obviously, that's why we like to sit down with people before just jumping straight out.
Andrea and Gav, obviously, they had their hearts set on Mirador de los Tunas, but the one that they want, or the type of property they want, is gone.
Yeah.
I suppose it's because more and more people are coming over here to buy property.
That's the thing. I mean, we had loads of people buying over the phone, you know, and it's you know, if you're brave enough to take that jump, then at the end of the day you do benefit from it, because, you know, coming out and waiting, with the market how it is at the moment, things are selling really, really quickly.
It's not like a mad dash for property, but it's sort of...
It's a quick jog, you know?
It's a quick jog, right? Yeah, it's a quick jog rather than a mad dash.
Exactly.
But is it a jog that's quickening? Do you think? Is it getting faster? Is it?
Yeah, definitely.
And I think now in October, I think you're in for a busy winter.
Absolutely, absolutely.
Are you going to get a holiday at all?
Probably not. To be fair,
you say these properties, the one that Andrea and Gav really wanted. Do you know what kind of people that's gone to? People in a similar situation?
It's been a mix, to be honest with you. I mean, the guys here have sold quite a few of them, you know, and they've sold them to actually a lot of locals, to be fair.
Right.
A lot of locals looking to upgrade, you know, because, I mean, they are big apartments. You know, I mean, people have generally been in rented accommodation. A lot of locals are getting mortgages and everything like that.
So the mortgage market has started to open up a bit now, is it?
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I mean, not just to locals, but to international clients as well.
So, promising news for all prospective homeowners in Fuerteventura, but for our sunseekers from County Kildare, it's far from a done deal. With their preferred choice of apartments completely sold out, the pressure on Alex is rising. Can he rescue Andrea and Gavin's dream? Or are this island-loving mum and dad returning to their family in Ireland empty-handed? With their hopes flying high for finding a family holiday home in Fuerteventura, Andrea and Gavin arrive at their first viewing in Antigua Bay, a residential community in Costa de Antigua.
It's not a bad view, no, not at all. Yeah, it's lovely.
And what the owner did is put a new kitchen in there. The only thing you have to add in there is an oven. Decent sized kitchen space for the property, you know?
Yeah. I like this little mini bar area here too.
It'd be fine for our family. For visitors, maybe not so much.
The key thing is when you're trying to find space, for me, it's about lifting everything off the floor.
Putting the television up on the wall kind of thing.
And then of course just out here, that's where you've got your balcony. I mean, you can feel the breeze coming all the way through as well.
Yeah, it is. Yeah, it's lovely.
Nice.
Yeah, that's actually lovely too, yeah. Nice view over there too in the evening.
Get on well with the curry house, they can just pass stuff upstairs, he says.
Get one of those dumbwaiter things.
Exactly. But even from here, you know, just looking down the road there, you've got a little bit more of the sea down there as well. And again, you know, in front of us, these have been, you know, kind of recently sold, you know, over time. If you did have a car, you know, you can just put it in the space and go from there. And because it's a corner, you've actually got the benefit of window in the lounge. And window in the bathroom as well. Upstairs, we have the 2 bedrooms and the bathroom. We'll start with the main bedroom here, and the triple wardrobes as well, you know, so it's got plenty of space there.
Yeah, it's perfect. It is kind of it's a good sized bedroom here for
bathroom there.
Okay, yeah.
All right. It's actually been refurbed. Like I said, you know, it's nice to have that window. You might want to frost the glass while you're in the shower.
Waving out to people, but yeah, a bit of frosted.
Well, you get to know your neighbours, you know.
They get to know us a little too well though.
Yeah, decent bathroom, okay. And then
that's the more single room that I was talking about, you know, so that, you know, again, maybe from the kids' point of view, you have bunk beds in there, you know.
Yeah, you could get bunk beds easily in there. Oh no, they're good sized bedrooms.
Yeah, they're really nice.
Yeah, I like them.
We've got the community fees on here are €54 a month. So again, quite reasonable considering you've got the pool and everything like that, which we'll go have a look at in a minute. Yeah, I mean, it's clean, it's tidy, you know, you can squeeze a double in there, probably a 135 rather than a 150. 105,000, you know.
Very, very good price. Perfect for our family.
Yeah.
Like that, it's just, do I want another room? Am I willing to sacrifice that 3rd bedroom for the price? It's something to consider anyway.
Exactly. Yeah. Should we have a look at the communal areas? Yeah? All right.
We'd spend most of the time outside anyway, down by the pool enjoying the sun.
And I like that we could sit on our balcony here. I love that it has the gates, the gated area. It's completely safe.
Really safe for the kids.
And the main pool is all fenced as well.
Yeah, so you're only really having the residents around here too.
Exactly.
Gorgeous pool. Really nice pool.
It is really nice.
And then kind of walking a little bit further up that way, again, I'll just show you kind of literally just past this line of properties here. You've just got some open kind of planted areas and everything like that, which is nice.
Yeah, it's very clean.
Yeah.
It's not. I'm impressed. I am.
And again, it's nice and quiet as well. I mean, there is a mix here. You know, you have got a lot of residents full-time on here. You've got holiday homes as well. All over there, you know, super clean, super tidy. You know, it's all irrigated.
That's all part of your fees would be. So as well, like it was 54?
54 a month.
Which, you can look at the job they're doing. It's good value for money.
It's money well spent.
No, I do. I really like it. It's definitely something to think about.
It's got the 2 bedrooms, obviously 3 would be great, you know, but yeah, I think for where we are as well in Costa Antigua, you know, you have got the bits around you.
It's not too far from Caleta either, yeah. The position of the property is a good position compared to, like, it's nice to be there rather than around the corner there.
Exactly.
Yeah, because you're looking right onto the pool,
and you have your beach views as well. You couldn't get a better position.
Yeah.
Time to head north and see how Andrea and Gavin are getting on with Alex from Goldacre Estates as he shows them around some property opportunities at Mirador de las Dunas in Corralejo. A batch of bank repossessions have become available in the area, and while they could be bargains, they could also be in need of significant work.
Obviously, we're going to have a look at a few of these. Yeah, we'll start with the last ground floor one left. You're going to be looking at new kitchen, obviously furniture. They're actually retiling all of here, which is nice, because last time I came up here, there was a few broken tiles and everything like that, so they've actually community retiling. And the pool from here is not far away either. What's nice about these is you've only got actually one neighbour, in effect, you know, because then the other neighbours are in the next block along. The size of the apartments are really, really good, you know. This is one of the ones that needs more work done to it.
Oh, wow. Oh, this is a nice big area.
So, of course, in comparison to Antigua Bay, you get a lot more internal space here. 3 bedrooms, obviously, with these, yeah. First bedroom there. So you've got your ensuite there as well, which is nice. Built-in wardrobes, or what's left of them.
There's a lot of work to this.
This is 135,000. When you start to see the next lot that we're going to as well, you're really going to start to weigh up and say, really, for the extra, you know what I mean? So we've got 2 of the mid-floors to have a look at here. We've actually got one that's facing out towards the sea, which is really nice. With the sea view one, obviously, you just keep in mind about the empty plot of land in front of you. You will be looking onto building for sure. Just depends how high that building will go, to whether you keep the view or not. All right. So, here we are. Kitchen is actually almost perfect. Yeah. And of course, I mean, what some people do, which I didn't mention in the other apartment, is they do knock down this wall. If you want more open plan, you can knock down that wall if you want to. Utility room just there.
Oh, that's handy.
Nice little storage room, yeah.
And then you've got bathroom there as well. So still a few bits to do in this, not as much as the last one, you know, so we're upgrading bit by bit. So first bedroom, absolutely identical size as the previous apartment as well. And again, it's nice the amount of light that comes through as well, isn't it?
Yeah, it's lovely.
Yeah, I love the size.
Finally, main bedroom with ensuite as well. So you see what I mean with bank repossessions, they are hit and miss, you know, it's kind of, that's why you've got to look at all the units really, to be honest with you, you know, because they do change massively from one to the other.
Yeah, it's been like that, yeah, it's been a nice little view there too, yeah. Until something builds up there.
That's the thing, you know, and so the permissions for that part of the plot in front of us were for another block of apartments. That was what the permission's for. Now, whoever buys that, whether they're going to do that, whether they're going to change it up or not, we don't, you know, we just don't know. And then straight through there, obviously back through to the lounge area as well.
And I like how it's nice and open here with all the windows here, and there's a lovely view of the sea there. Yeah, it's really nice.
So, you know, looking down to Lobos Lanzarote, you know, and again, like we said, less work to do to this one. This is 125,500, and then the next one we're going to have a look at, because it doesn't have the sea view, is 123,50, I think. How does it compare to the downstairs one? I mean, not just the work, but in terms of not having the outside space.
That's the only thing that's missing. The only thing that's missing.
But I'm actually, because the mid floor was always, I didn't really want it. I wanted the outside area, but it's kind of almost an outside area over here. And like the windows are open pretty wide, like they open out pretty far there. So it is, again, that extra space over there. Although it's doing nothing, there is kind of potential to do something there, yeah.
This is the next one, which of course we're facing the other way, but you know, again, another way to think about that is that you've secured what's in front of you. Nothing's going to change, you know what it is, and that's it. Kitchen just through there, clean and tidy. And you can see, I mean, absolutely identical layout.
Very good.
But it is a nice big utility room, isn't it? So
yeah, it is.
Fit in there, yeah.
I like your bathroom, perfect.
It's brighter in here too. No, painting.
Yeah.
But you're going to do that anyway, you're going to do painting anyway, no matter what.
And then again, master there. Somebody's left you some decorations there. You've got a couple of stickers on the wall.
You literally just need your furniture.
Look at him.
What's nice is that the downstairs neighbours have actually got some nice greenery, you know, so it's kind of growing up. That's quite nice. And one thing that I did notice going into there, if you look straight down the road, so over the pool to your left-hand side, you actually get a view of the sea and the dunes. So there you go. So that's the other mid-floor, and price point of this one is almost $5 cheaper than the last one.
It's not worth $5. The view isn't.
You just get a nice comfy chair sat here, and you just kind of like point it that way, and you're good to go. You know?
Beautiful sea views.
Exactly. We've got the pool area just here.
Oh, it's gorgeous.
So a nice area, you know. You know, you've got facilities on site as well.
Yeah, definitely somewhere I could see.
All the kids.
Yeah.
Really, really nice pool. I love the bridge area.
You just want to dive in there now, don't you? I'm roasted.
I'd love a swim right now. It's gorgeous.
That's beautiful, isn't it? It's a really gorgeous area.
I love the pool area.
This is what you're paying the community fees for here, you know, approximately $75 a month.
I love this area. But we would spend most of the day down, especially with the kids, down by the pool, sitting around, maybe a couple of cocktails, we'd make them ourselves, bring them down, good swim with the kids, and then during the evening time we'd go out.
Andrea and Gavin are obviously enamoured with the pool area, but don't seem overly excited about any of the bank repossession apartments. However, Alex has one final property in the area to show them. Going over budget, it's a wild card.
So this is actually, square meterage wise, it's exact same as the apartments, but it's just split over a couple of levels. Out here, this is your garden, back garden. So here you haven't got any problems whatsoever in raising the walls. If you want to raise the walls in block, you can do. If you want to raise the walls in wood, fencing, whatever you want.
Yeah, probably just a bit of fencing around here.
Morning sun on this side, afternoon sun on the front side.
If there was no trees.
If there's no trees, exactly. Once you've trimmed it back, you know. But of course on the roof terrace, it's like all day long.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's a good size garden, I like it, yeah. A lot of potential there for doing something with this out here.
Yeah.
Exactly. I mean, I've seen a few of these, you know, I mean, some people have put jacuzzis in the back here as well. Kitchen is, I have to say, in really, really cool condition. You know, you probably wouldn't even change this, to be fair. No, you wouldn't. You know? So you've just saved cost-wise. I mean, even if you've got an IKEA kitchen, what are you talking, $3 grand? Something like that, you just saved the better part of that. Okay, we still need fridge, freezer, and dishwasher, if you want, yeah?
Yeah, pretty small fridge to fit in there.
Well, it's not too bad, it's not too bad.
They would have had to leave standard size.
It is, yeah, you can get a fridge in there. So, 3 bedrooms, just like the apartments, 2 of the same size, plus main bedroom and ensuite.
The condition is fantastic, isn't it?
Yeah.
And what's nice is that you're slightly elevated above the line in front of you. So you'll notice that more when we get to the roof terrace. Next bedroom on the left-hand side is, again, pretty much a mirror image.
I love this. I love the balcony here. It's nice.
Perfect.
A nice big room as well.
Even the ensuite is perfect. The shower, everything is done to it.
When it's rained, you can see just the running water coming down. You just get it resealed. A lot of people have replaced it, to be honest with you. A lot of people have replaced it. They've taken off the plastic and put like a glass there. Yeah. Because there's not a lot of damp in this, I would, rather than spending the money to replace it straight away, I would try and seal it first. Because that's a nice, cheap and cheerful option. And if you see that that works, perfect. Just get that repainted, you know, and that's it, job done. I mean, you might, you know, obviously, to make that, you either restain that, you know, just strip it back a little bit, revarnish it, you know, and go from there. Or just replace the door frame. Finally, to the roof terrace. You finally get a roof terrace here, you see. That's what we've been waiting for all day.
It's gorgeous.
Panoramic, really, isn't it?
And that view will never change.
Lovely.
Rooftop terrace with sea views.
Yeah, stunning. You would, like, for the extra few quid, you wouldn't go with the apartment.
For me, it's the best one in terms of condition-wise I've seen.
It's in great condition.
In a while.
What's this?
Boiler.
Hooked up? Not hooked up, we have to replace.
Yeah, I mean, you would get rid of this one. You get rid of this one, but it's all hooked up, but you just get a new one.
New boiler.
Yeah, I mean, it's going to cost you, for that size, I don't know, 120 euros.
Oh, really?
I think the boiler itself, and then if you pay somebody to actually put it in there, I guess somebody will charge you a couple hundred euros to do all the job and everything.
We got our boiler replaced this year, 2,500. Fantastic. Love it. This is kind of what I've been picturing and imagining. Yeah. All the family up here, barbecues, there's a bit of furniture up here. A lot of space as well. Lots of space.
Andrea and Gavin are deep in thought. Although it's over budget, this villa appears to be their favourite. But do they love it enough to put down the €3,000 deposit? It's back to the Goldacre Estates office for some serious decision making.
We want somewhere where we can have, obviously for our family to enjoy when we're not there also, if they want to go away for a week or two.
It's a home that's going to see a lot of love, isn't it, really, from that point of view, because it's not like it's not a house that's going to sit there for months and months dormant, not doing anything.
I don't think there's anything else out there for the kind of space that you get there for that budget.
And you're still pretty close to Corralejo, that's the other thing. But what do you think you're going to do?
I think we're going to end up going for the townhouse, yeah.
Can we read that again with us saying that we're not going to go for it, just in case it doesn't work out? We can use both shots.
Have you told the kids?
They know that we're out here looking at properties.
They're going to be really excited.
They love the idea of having their own home away on holidays. Like, they love holidays just as much as we do.
At 150, you've got a house you can pretty much move into. I mean, that's what would excite me as a person who's a bit rubbish at DIY. I'm not saying that you are, but, you know,
I'm okay, I'm handy enough, but I'm thinking more of my
He's lazy, though.
I'm lazy.
He can do it. I have to ask him 5-10 times before he'll actually do it.
I'll do it, you just don't need to remind me every 6 months.
He used to be an electrician. It takes me...
Oh, you've got no excuse then?
Yeah. It could take me weeks to get him to change a switch.
Oh my God, are you still going on about that switch?
Oh my God, the switch. It took about 3 months to get the switch changed.
I had to move the bed and everything to do it.
The thing is, if it's not bothering you, then...
It was bothering me, though.
Just couldn't plug the dryer in. So I just got an extension lead.
You've almost, like, got a solid plan here, because you kind of got this one.
If it's not gone.
If it's not gone.
They seem to get snapped up quickly.
I know. Oh, Alex, do they just go?
They just go.
Yeah.
I mean, we have to check, literally, I mean, a couple of times
Yeah.
to double check availability.
And that's why we need to kind of do that today, to make sure it is still there.
We had that arrangement behind, but she went
Yeah.
when I went to the security guard, she was going through all the winter as well.
Yeah, I think we should do that with number 43.
That's what I mean, it's like, don't hold your hopes too high on one particular unit.
Yeah.
You know, that was really nice unit, but don't hold your hopes too high. It's happened so many times where we've been chatting and stuff.
And then it's gone.
I'm not going to hold you up by chatting anymore. I'm going to say thank you very much. In case, quick. So I'm going to say thank you so much for appearing on HomeInFuerteventura.tv. It's been an absolute pleasure to meet both of you. Whatever happens with this, I do hope you find your dream home in Fuerteventura. And if you do, invite us around for a coffee.
Of course. Forget the coffee, a glass of wine.
Oh, yeah. Make it too. Lovely to meet both
You
Andrea
too, thank
and
you.
Gabs. Thank you so much.
A hugely exciting decision has been made. Andrea and Gavin are going for their home in Fuerteventura. With no time to lose, we remove our mics to give everyone due privacy while reservations are made and details are exchanged. This part is just a formality. Nothing can stop them now. or can it? Alex receives breaking news from the bank regarding number 43, Andrea and Gavin's chosen property, and it isn't good. Andrea and Gavin have been pipped at the post, and the family home they had their hearts set on is already sold. It's a crushing blow, but not a big surprise to Alex. Bank repossession prices are sometimes unbeatable, but that puts them in high demand with several simultaneous estate agents. As a result, many units do indeed just go, with no warning. Today, time has run out for Andrea and Gavin. However, our undeterred couple from County Kildare are keeping Alex on the case, and they will return to finish what they started. When they do, we'll be there.
You had a property that you were going to get, and then all of a sudden it wasn't available, and then we thought that was it. So can you tell us what happened after that?
Alex went through the systems just to see what properties were available still in Mirador de las Dunas. I think there was 5 left at the time, so we literally booked in with him the next morning and went back down to the complex and went around all 5 properties, and we fell in love with one of them even more so than the original one we were going for. So
really? And you got it?
And we got it.
Thank goodness for that. How's the other house better than the one that you originally saw?
It's the location of it. It's just perfect. At the moment, there's nothing there in front of us, but there will be some building going on. But I think we have a better view. The view out into the dunes is gorgeous.
Yeah?
Yeah. Even the back garden is amazing. Lovely and big, and it's got a nice barbecue area.
Yeah.
We're in a little cul-de-sac, so you know there's no traffic coming up and down. There's probably 3 or 4 houses just in front of us at the cul-de-sac, so there's nothing coming up and down.
Any trees?
I was just about to say, and there is no tree in the front garden.
No.
So the front garden
was ready. Yeah, the garden was lovely and ready to go. Yeah.
Did you have much work to do on the inside?
Like we had to get it painted, we had to get it, like there was a lot of holes in the wall that we had to get plastered.
Did you get that done, or did you come out and do it yourself?
The night we went out, after we got told that there was no house, we went out and got really drunk. We drowned our sorrows.
Oh no!
And we just by chance met a guy, and we started chatting away to him, and he's our friend now, I'd say.
Right.
And he looked after the house while we weren't here.
Yeah. Brilliant. Himself and his wife have been absolutely amazing. So between the two of them, they literally treated our house like their own and looked after it for the few weeks in between us getting the keys and actually coming over to put all the furniture together. When we arrived back over, it was like we came into a brand new built house.
That must have been great.
With a ton of IKEA furniture.
Yeah, so he took all the deliveries in and left them in the sitting room for us too.
Who put the furniture together? 5
of us came over and literally worked for the whole time. We were working from 7:30, 8 o'clock in the morning till 8 o'clock in the evening, non-stop putting furniture together. But it was done.
And now you're out here with how many kids?
A lot. so now we're back out for our first family holiday. So myself, Gavin and the 2 kids booked in, and my sister and her husband and her 5 kids decided to come over and join us. So there's 4 adults and 7 kids in the house at the moment, and plenty of room for them all.
I can't wait to see the new house. Before we do that though, I think Alex has got a little something for you. So we're going to bring Alex over.
Here you go, guys. Well done. A little bubbly for tonight.
Oh, thanks, Alex.
God, that's all right. No
Thank
worries.
you so much.
No
Thank
worries.
you.
Thank you.
No worries.
Thanks so much.
Obviously, we're very thankful for you guys to come into us in the first place, you know, and hope you're happy in your new home away from home. And, you know, I mean, it doesn't stop here. You know, we're always here for the whole process. So, you know, electricity bills or anything like that you don't understand, that's what Sarah's here for. So, yeah.
From the day that we ran through and spoke to Elaine, and then yourself, and then Vanessa has been absolutely amazing through the whole journey.
She's a superstar, right?
Yeah, absolute superstar.
Through everything. She was absolutely amazing. Thank you so much.
Thanks, guys.
So, with persistence, one very happy couple takes title of their new home in Fuerteventura. Andrea and Gavin's huge family are enjoying their new home in Fuerteventura and have very kindly invited us over to celebrate. As kids, most of us could only dream of having a permanent holiday home in the sunshine, so let's find out what today's young people like best about it.
Going to the pool, going to the beach.
That it's really hot.
I like everything. I don't know. I really like the way it's hot because in Ireland it's very cold.
That my auntie and uncle have got a house here.
The rooms are quite cool where you can fit all of our cousins in.
Really nice. Yeah.
Does anybody snore?
It's very exciting, and hopefully we have many years coming here and many holidays, and just kind of when they retire here, you know, we might follow suit and buy a house.
We brought the kids when they were small. The twins were only 6 months old. It's a hidden gem.
Mission accomplished. Are you happy?
Delighted.
Ecstatic.
Is this what you wanted from a house?
And more.
Yeah, and more. Yeah, absolutely.
And what do you think of the neighbourhood?
We love it so far.
Love it.
Yeah.
It's gorgeous, yeah, lovely.
Yeah. We've made some friends here already.
What's that?
Hey! I challenge you not to spill it, Nate.
We've got like 10 other bottles in the fridge. Cheers!
Congratulations.